Take a moment to just pause and let yourself settle. You may close your eyes and feel this body breathing in this moment. Taking a few moments to scan and notice where in your life you might be reacting to imperfection. You might be feeling down on yourself, judging yourself, feeling shame or aversion. And if there is a situation that triggers it, let that be in the foreground. You might be thinking of a situation where you turn on yourself that has to do with your relationships, personal relationships, or your work, or maybe an addictive behavior. Or you might be turning on yourself in relation to your group identity, feeling shame about that, judging others. Could be related to race, gender, identity, religion, ethnicity, perhaps sexual orientation. Some situation where you turn on yourself. Sensing what is the worst part about this when you're turning on yourself and being guided by the acronym of RAIN, we begin by recognizing whatever is most noticeable when you're turning on yourself. What are you noticing? Is it shame, fear? Is it aversion? Mentally whispering whatever you notice. And this begins to call in the mindful witness. And then allow that to help create some space. real curiosity about how reality is playing out in your body-mind connection. You might sense, what are you believing when you're turning on yourself? Is it that you're basically unworthy? Is it that you'll never be close with others because of this? You're not lovable? What belief comes up as you sense whatever belief is there? Let yourself feel the unpleasantness, the pain of shame of that feeling. And if it helps, place a hand on your heart so that you can connect to what's going on inside. You can imagine looking through the eyes of a wise, compassionate being, looking at the self that feels shamed. This wise, compassionate being could be the eyes of a wise grandmother, or through the eyes of a loving friend, and see the turmoil that's there. The suffering of self-aversion, and also watch the streams of conditioning that shape the very behaviors or feelings that you're judging in this moment. And how did you learn to be the way that you are? Was this modeled from caregivers, shaped by messages from others? Whatever your judging is, how did it get there? You weren't born a bad person. So what's the conditioning? Was there past trauma in your personal lifetime or past generations? And through the eyes of the wise being, you're noticing the conditioning that created the very thing that you're aversive to. How did this society shape it? This aggressive, divided society, capitalistic, over-consuming society. How did that shape your inner experience? sensing the presence of this wise and loving being, awakening your heart, awakening your own tenderness for yourself, and allow it to soothe you, to offer a compassionate presence, to send tenderness to the place that's hurting, the place that doesn't feel good. Let it be bathed in compassion. Sense the possibility of letting in that loving, that healing, that ability to let go, to embrace, accept, and become one with it. And with after the rain, just to rest in that open-hearted presence, that which sees clearly the suffering and holds with tenderness. You might sense, who are you when you're not believing something's wrong with you? Sense the possibility of trusting the awareness and compassion that's here. This is your essence. And from that place of trusting the innate goodness, you might look at the patterning that you were judging or aversive to, that you're not liking. Perhaps it might be the way you hurt others or even hurt yourself. You might sense, what's my deepest intention? What will help me align with it? What will help me live from gentle, tender awareness? Before we end, I'd like to invite you to take a few full, deep, nourishing breaths in. Whenever you feel ready, open your eyes. And allow yourself to continue on your day with all the blessings from the universe. Namaste.